American caverns, still inhabited by the ancient civilization which disappeared under earth. Shambhala is the capital city, also known as the Emerald City, where the King of the World and the Council reside. The Council blends 12 sages, experts in the highest knowledge, who secretly reign over humans against the evil. The entrances to Agartha are allegedly the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, the North Pole, the Giza Pyramids in Egypt, and the Bolsena Lake in Italy. Agartha is surrounded by high mountains and is divided into 8 parts and 76 realms. According to the prophecy, the heir of Muhammad will start a war to establish his domain and achieve the global supremacy. By doing so, he will confront Shambhala and its king, who will defeat him with the help of supernatural forces, leading the world to the Golden Age. Agartha was founded in 380,000 before Christ and wasn't always an underground kingdom. It was once on the surface and inhabited by man. At that time, it was called Paradesha, name that could contain the roots of the word paradise. Then, 6,000 years ago, the evil took over the world, and the inhabitants moved to a city under the surface of the earth in order to avoid being contaminated with evil, and named their new underground realm Agartha. It's impossible to enter the kingdom, for his residents, in order to block out the evil, placed a mind-confusing protection at the entrance, making the doors of the realm invisible to the naked eye. Someone might chance upon one of the many entrances, but would lose their way in the underworld labyrinth, or if they managed to find a way out, they wouldn't remember anything about what they saw. There's only one community which was born in the deep tunnels of Agartha and now lives on the surface, the Gypsies. One day they made an unforgivable mistake. They were banished from the kingdom, becoming a wanderer community, incessantly looking for the realm's entrance. When they finally find it, they'll be able to go back home. The king of the world reigns for the period of one Manvatara, one of the 14 ages which compose a cosmic cycle. Vaivasvata, the 7th and current king, visits the temple crypt, where the embalmed corpse of his predecessor lies in a black stone sarcophagus. The crypt is deeply in the dark, but at the arrival of the king, stripes of fire stream down the walls, and tongues of fire rise from the sarcophagus. These are the thoughts of the king's predecessor, expressing God's will. The Brahma, together with the Mahatma, the one who predicts the future, and the Mahanga, the one who makes things happen, constitute a powerful triad. It governs a Knight Priest society, the Agartha's Knight Templars, whose circular council is formed of 12 sages, the same number of the King Arthur's Knights of the Round Table. Esoteric secret societies like Knights Templar and Rosicrucianism adepts have based their raison d'être on this myth. It is said that in Agartha was born the unique religion which could commune man with God. Anciently, the great sages of Agartha came back on earth to profess their own religion, ultimately giving birth to the Indo-European civilization. The ancient link with Agartha can be found in the roots of the word Asgard, the city of Odin. That is why Adolf Hitler believed that Nordic people were the real spiritual heirs of the occult kingdom, and tried in vain to settle up Nazi expeditions to dig up the legendary realm. The swastika symbol reflects one of the sacred symbols of Agartha. The king of the world dominates the destiny of the planet, controlling that the course of history follows a definite path. If mankind were to declare war, Agartha's Knight Templars would explode the entire world's surface and turn it into a desert, or dry out seas and oceans. Agartha's Templars housed several mystical objects, including the Holy Grail, and immense libraries were the original version of the Book of Xian, the ancient text in which the real origins of the universe are revealed. Rarely does the sovereign show himself outside his kingdom. His last public apparitions go back to 1890, during which he foresaw the political upheaval occurred a century later. He will return only when the time of the fight between good and evil comes. Some say the secret government aims at preparing mankind for this conflict, which could mark the end of civilization and human species, in order for the demigods who were banned to come back reigning upon earth.